Hey, it's B-Rad Celebrity Hairstylist here, your host of the Hairstylist Empowerment Podcast, a platform that allows the voices of the beauty industry to empower with the spoken word. Thank you for joining us on today's show. Today's episode is a special edition highlighting the main stage presenters, educators, and vendors of the 2024 Beauty Trade Show of the Great Smoky Mountains by Hair Life Limited. So we're going to jump into today's show, and today's guest is no stranger to the beauty industry. What she does is absolutely incredible. So let's take a quick deep dive in today's show, and let's welcome our guest, Kelly Smith. Welcome, Kelly, to the
Thank
Hairstylist
you for
Empowerment
having me.
Pod.
I'm excited.
It'll be great. It'll be great. We are talking a little bit just before the show, the episode, but also too what you do, which we'll share. So if you kind of share what you do, can you let our audience know kind of a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your background and kind of what you do? Because I think you're on the cutting edge of what's coming to more salons, I believe.
Yes. Yes, and it's something that's going to be so huge. It's just going to rock the hair industry. So pretty exciting.
Yeah,
So my name is Kelly Smith, born and raised in Knoxville, Tennessee. Knoxville is about 30 minutes from Sevierville, where the hair show is going to be. A little bit of my background is I'm a dedicated and resourceful hairstylist, cosmetologist, and a USTI AMCA board certified hair loss practitioner. So I specialize in scalp health, and I've been in the industry for over 19 years, and I'm ready to share knowledge with every one of you.
Yeah, that's incredible. So make sure, and we'll get your info at the end so everybody can follow you, see what you're up to, the cool equipment that you use. Some, as I say, you kind of work with a special water purification when you do your clients, things like that. So that makes it, more exciting. What's also exciting as well, when you first heard of the 2024 Beauty Trade Show of the Great Smoky Mountains in Tennessee, what did you think?
Oh, to have something here close to me and my really great friend, family, Steve Van Diver. I was so excited to have something close here, but to share what we experience every day. They're going to see the beautiful mountains and then learn so much stuff. This is the first faith-based hairstylist show that I've ever
Mm-hmm.
heard of, really. And so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, because I know that the ones running it, Valentina and her partner in Hair Life, they're amazing at what they're doing. We had them on, I believe, the last episode that people want to check out. They can check that out too. They've got all kinds of things happening. There's lots of surprises coming. So it's like, and what better place, like you said, be in the Smoky Mountains where it's so picturesque that it's like, and I haven't been there before, so for me it's my first time. Like my family, they've been to Dollywood before, they've been to Tennessee before, but I haven't. I've been like the other way, so it'll be kind of great to kind of see. And because it is an educational show, how important is education for our industry?
Oh, it's huge. It's kind of like the saying, life is like a bicycle. You got to
Mhm.
keep going to keep your balance, right? So it's
Exactly.
the same with any industry, but with the hair industry, we have to keep going. We have to know what is the next thing. And the most important thing is to keep our salon guests
Mhm.
um, healthy, their scalp healthy, but protect them.
And I think that's it. I think hairdressers, hairstylists, it's not about, as you know, it's not about hair anymore. It's about scalp health, which
Yes.
which if you want healthy hair, you have to have a healthy scalp,
Yes.
right? They go hand in hand sort of thing. So I know you're offering some different education, and you're, I believe, one of the main stage presenters. Am I correct?
Yes.
So what will you be teaching at the show, and what people will, so what will you be sharing as a show presenter, and then what will your attendees learn that kind of watch what you're teaching?
So I'll be teaching the importance of scalp health and clean water.
Mhm.
So they're going to know the proper way to protect their salon guest from harsh minerals. And that's from, your hard water that you have. And when I was started out on the cosmetology side, nobody ever taught me about hard water. And that's one of the main, other than like your main tools. Think about what is your main tools that you really use. A lot of people think, okay, shears, irons, it starts from number one, clean water. Clean
Mhm.
water, because that can harm not only the scalp, but the body. So I want to really stress that. And Brad, how long? 8 years ago. That's when
Yes.
I started in. It was actually Eco Heads, and now
Mhm.
it's sustainablebeauty.co. And I will be representing them. We'll have a booth there at the show as well. So that's very exciting. You're going to know a lot about um, the filtered water. And my friend Steve, he's going to be teaching color 101. So there's the Sustain Beauty. They have tons of tools to help the hairstylist, perform their work better. So we'll have tons of information to share with everybody
Yeah, I'm gonna
at the booth.
love to stop by the booth, the vendor booth that's there. They have quite a few, and as you say, like, people really don't understand how water really affects. It affects your color, it affects your highlights, it affects your, outcome a lot of times. It affects because if you live in an area with high in iron, or people say, "Well, I have a water softener." Well, the thing with a water softener, it's probably better, but it's taking out certain minerals and then replacing them with other minerals that
Yeah.
people don't realize,
Yeah, that's
sort of
the
thing.
thing. There's a difference between water softeners and filters. Okay. So the
Mhm.
softener is just going to take out your calcium and the magnesium.
Okay.
So you have your filter, and the filter is the one that's going to keep you healthier. Okay.
Mhm.
Healthier scalp. So you really need a filter. There's just a lot into it. Sometimes people have water softeners to do with salt. And,
Mhm.
depending on a person's health, and they can't have a lot of sodium, then they can't do a salt system. So there's a lot of important information that goes behind it, and that's what I'm going to be doing, is helping to kind of know which way they need to be. With hairstylists, though, there's one shower filter that I'm going to be talking about, and you don't have to replace the filter every so many
Mhm.
months. All you have to do is clean it.
Oh, perfect. That's amazing. So if people came to see you where you're at, because you have, like, let's say, a head spa, I
Yes,
imagine. So
yes.
what's a head spa experience that somebody coming to you would feel, or what's the benefit of becoming like a head spa type salon?
So, um, it's such a big trend now on social media, and I get it. I want everybody that's interested to offer this service,
Mhm.
but it's very important. Just like me, getting into scalp health, I can't just go and claim I'm this and try
Mhm.
to do it. Like, there are certain ways to
Yes.
further your education to be certified, because like with the head spa, you have to, every state is different, so you have to check. But you have to have a cosmetology license,
Mhm.
and you need to go and learn. Not something. It's really hands on. It really truly
Yeah.
is, and this is a service that it's so different, so different. You're connecting on a whole different level with your salon guest, and it's really nice. Took me about a year to
Oh.
come up with all the equipment, the products, when, how, where, to use everything. And when I did it, Steve was my very first, customer. And
Yes.
I said, tell me exactly. He was like, when he got up, he said, Kelly, whatever you just did to me, I've never experienced this in my whole life. He was like, oh
Yes.
my gosh. So I told him one day I'm
Yeah.
going to interview him, and he'll give his,
Mhm.
experience on it. But
Yeah.
I mean, Brad, before you leave, we need to get you in for one so you can have the
Ex
experience.
Exactly, like, as I say, it's It's like, and Steve was on. Steve was, I think, the very first guest we were promoting, and it's because I, like you, I met Steve 8 years ago at Premier Orlando, things like that. We've stayed connected, and the things that both of you do is so incredible that I want to make sure that everybody kind of, you've given us a lot already, because for me, we're just having a conversation. We're not even having a
Mhm.
podcast or an interview. We're just talking like, industry professionals, friends, that sort of thing. But are there any nuggets of gold you would like to impart to our audience?
Any goals?
Any gold. So any kind of words of wisdom, any kind of mantras you live
Oh,
by, any kind of advice, solicited, unsolicited.
yeah. So, like, the main thing is always be yourself, be true. Okay.
Mhm,
Be yourself while being professional and give the best service possible because, people feel that
mhm,
and you're just truly genuine and it shows. I do want to share something else though that I wanted to let you know that not even just for a head spa service.
mhm,
I believe that anybody that is doing a service, whether it be a salon, a barbershop, a nail salon, estheticians, anybody that is performing a service with water should be a clean water facility,
mhm,
because the harsh chemicals going into the skin, and that's one thing that I want to share, and I'll continue sharing. I think that's a very,
mhm,
once people understand and they know like what it can cause,
mhm.
um then it'll be huge, life
Well,
changing, really.
and that's a big issue, because you put on with your nuggets of gold some great points about being authentic in all, in all ways of yourself, being professional with clients, because people can tell when people are just being fake, or hey, how are you, oh, nice, what I mean, be really there for them as a professional. And you as a professional, you're using everything in your arsenal toolbox to say, I'm going to make this better for you. And two, you're not on the buzzwords, but as I say, clean is the big thing that people are looking for now. Not so much green, organic, but clean. They want clean water, clean ingredients, clean. And you're right about the skin as well, because our skin is our largest organ that absorbs.
Yes.
So it absorbs all the toxin, it absorbs all the water, it absorbs all the stuff. So really, you should be concerned not only just with product, but also what kind of water is being used. Is this a clean salon I'm going to? Or is it just somebody who's using regular tap water that I may have problems with my hair down the road? Not because they did a bad job. It's just because their water had all kinds of minerals and everything else in it: lime, calcium, magnesium, iron,
Yeah.
like all that kind of stuff. But if people wanted to find you on social media, where can they find you if they want to like see you, connect with you, see what you're teaching, follow up with you? Where can they find you on social media?
So on my TikTok, it's Kelly Henniger Smith. Instagram, Salon Cialic on Facebook as well.
Oh,
And
perfect.
then if people are interested, in classes for the head spa, I will have that information at the hair show. And we are going to have plenty of good surprises, and I can't leak that, but I'm so excited. I cannot wait.
I know, I'm like, because Steve wouldn't talk either. He's
Yeah.
like, "There's stuff
Yeah.
coming," and it's like, "We're not gonna share," and it's like, yeah, I said, "The audience isn't
Yes.
gonna know. The only way you're gonna get and find those surprises if you show up, because 'cause I'll definitely be there. I'll definitely be at your booth. I'll definitely be asking a lot of questions, and obviously, our time is run quickly, but Kelly, I would love when you have time. I know you're so incredibly busy, but if we can kind of pencil you in for a full podcast sometime, and then we
Sure.
can dig a
Yes.
little deep better. I know it might be months from now, because maybe we'll interview you at the show. Who knows?
Yeah,
Captain.
that sounds great. And also, uh, this is Tennessee, the volunteer state. So,
Oh, really? Okay.
everybody works together. So together we can help Valentina and Amanda have a wonderful show. And I'm so thankful to be a part of it and to help support them.
Yeah, and it's so nice having a wonderful, wonderful community. So the 2024 Beauty Trade Show of the Great Smoky Mountains, show tickets and info can be found at hairlife.shop, and you can use the code SHOW24, so SHOW24, for a special discount. Get them now before they run out or they have the tickets. The show deal is no longer available. This episode has of the Hairstyles Empowerment Podcast 2024 Beauty Trade Show of the Great Smoky Mountains Special Edition has been brought to you by Beauty Industry Cruises, powerful education and beautiful destinations. Check them out at www.beautyindustrycruises.com. Remember to get up, dress up, show up wonderfully and powerfully, and we'll see you next time.